Okay, Idaho was good. This is better. This is Montana. There's a bald eagle sitting right there. He just flew over there. Right. I'm here all by myself. This is the Yak River. I don't think I've ever seen a bald eagle. Sitting right there. Crazy. This is a beautiful section here. Just incredible. Totally alone here. And there's a campground with all kinds of places. All that work to find that campground, and all I do is drive down the road an hour, and I found a better spot. But can't really camp here because I got to keep moving. Unfortunately. I'm up here near Troy, Montana. I believe this is Yak Falls on the Yak River. I'm just gonna step over here for a minute. Take a look at this sign. This area is even better than Bonners Ferry. Are we on the Canadian border? Let's see. Not quite. Oh, I'm here. So we got a lot of mileage that way to go. This is amazing. Yes, we're in grizzly bear territory. Ah. Break my neck. Oh my God. Look at that. Coming down. It's a little sketchy here, I don't know. I definitely like Montana so far. There's some dog walking here alone, which means it's probably a coyote or a wolf. I'm gonna slide right down there. Kind of want to go there though. Maybe we could do this. Oh. Ugh. I'm gonna fall. Woo! I didn't fall. It's close. Oh my God. What a day too. It's really wet snow, it's melting. Should I jump in? That's a swimming hole in the summer, I guarantee you. Look at that place. What's crazy is it's 90, 85 in Tampa. Humidity probably starting. No, thank you. That is one cold pool of water right there. Love these rocks too. Just shoved out here. Look at the ice. Amazing. Everything seems bigger here. Idaho is amazing. But this is what Idaho that I remember. Where I grew up, it was just like this. No houses, nobody out here. I've driven for an hour and there's been nobody. I think it's all national forest. But look at that view. Oh yeah. I mean, what in the... I've been driving for an hour, and this is all I've seen. This is the most beautiful part of the country I've ever seen. I haven't seen Glacier yet, but it probably looks a lot like this. Amazing. This is Knoxon, Montana. Look at that mountain range behind there. Just a little one-horse town. With a couple shops. Look at all those mountains back there. Beautiful. But I still like above Troy better so far. Getting into some snow. We are Bighorn sheep land. Oh, this is just, look at this place, man. It just goes on and on and on. This is east of Thompson Falls, Montana. Thompson Falls is a little bit bigger. Again, none of these towns are beautiful. They're just working towns, but everything in between them is just, look at this. Brings a little grain up. Oh, we're right in the middle of a storm here. It just appeared over us, but it's still beautiful. And I love the mountain. They got a lot of steep, really serious mountains right here. I don't know if you can see it, but right there. You can see that, yeah. Beautiful stuff, man. And there's bighorn sheep up there somewhere, apparently. You know you're in the wild when you see flashing signs, bighorn sheep next 10 miles, and elk crossings. That's what you got to worry about. Which would be really cool to see any of those. All right. I just spent a good hour, maybe two, digging my car out of the snow because it got stuck. But look at that moon afterwards. I got it out, and I just wanted to take a picture of that. Awesome. Montana. All right, got down to 2 degrees last night. I'm on the top of the mountains here, going into Salmon, Idaho. I couldn't go any further. You can't see it here, but I parked at a little, I think this is a ski trail parking lot. 2 degrees, man. I had to prepare well, but I was pretty warm, not super comfortable. Wasn't a lot of space, but I did it. And that's the moon. Well, no, that's the sun behind me coming up. That's the moon behind me, still up. And I'm in serious snow here. This feels like Schweitzer or a ski lodge. Look at the amount of snow. Can you see that? I don't know if you can. Well, you'll see it in a minute when the sun comes up. There you go. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Down the hill. Let's get out of this stinking snow, man. Look at that moon. My camera's already got a scratch on the lens. It's a brand new phone. Well, I wanted to find some snow. I definitely found it. It's about 4 feet deep up here. It is 3 degrees in my car. It was 2 when I got up. Look at this. I gotta take some pictures. That's the moon, guys. It is about 6:30, almost 7 in the morning. And the moon is still up that bright. I mean, that's most of the light you see in the sky, but then you turn, here comes the sun. This is a pretty cool moment. I'm actually gonna wait and see if I can get a picture of that sun coming over those mountains. But look at that. Beautiful. This is bitter cold here. -12. No wind. This is Wisdom, Montana. Look at that moon behind me in that mountain range. I mean, I'm just gonna keep turning. This would be a hard place to live, but oh my gosh, it's surrounded by beautiful mountains. Especially these back here. Right there. Look behind me there. Awesome. Good morning. We left Duchesne, Utah this morning. I went over the pass. I'm headed down towards, I'm headed to Colorado. And I got stuck up on the pass. Tons of snow up there. Got kind of run off the road by a truck pushing me, and I was into a snowbank. Second time I got stuck. I thought about taking video, but I was like, you know what? I don't care. I don't want to remember it. So I shoveled for an hour and a half trying to get this thing out, and it was buried in the front end. And I thought, well, looks like I got some shoveling to do. I got a little plastic shovel I bought. I wish I bought a metal one, but and if somebody wants to come along and help me, they will. And sure enough, somebody finally did. Jumped out. He's like, hey man, you need me to pull you out? And I'm like, yes I do. Took him less than 30 seconds. He had a little tow rope on there, and boom. My truck is so bad in the snow, and I've decided I'm gonna have to sell this thing. Oh, look at this. Welcome to Colorado. Welcome to colorful Colorado. Well, I'm ready because I have never been in Colorado. Of all the states, I think this is the last one I haven't been in, except for north of New York. Everything else I've been in, and I wanted to go see it. So anyway, we're headed to Denver, and then we're going to cut down to Albuquerque and get down into New Mexico, over to Texas, and then finally we'll be heading back towards the swamp. I do like Utah. I do like, especially Duchesne out there. It's pretty cool. Fruitland, that was a pretty nice area. Might get some land out there too, and I think stuff out here is cheaper than, well, obviously, than Troy, Montana. But I've got some plans that I'd like to get some different land pieces in different parts of the country. But all that takes money, of course, and planning. So lots to do when I get back, but and I'm looking forward to it. But here we go, Colorado. All right now. It's already changed. I wonder how they draw these state lines. Because a lot of times you do cross a line and it suddenly feels like you're in a different place. Like I've been driving across a flat land until right here. Now we starting to get a little bit more rocks. I mean, it's similar, but interesting. All right, Colorado, let's see what you got. All right, so we just passed Glenwood Springs, Colorado. We're on the Colorado River right here. It took a while to get where it's interesting. It looks a lot like Utah, and it's really starting to get pretty in here. It's still kind of rough and wild, and not many people. I'm liking this. I'm also liking this. This is second place now after Montana. This looks a lot like Montana. However, you notice it's drier. They don't have those big, glorious pine forests, but I like this kind of stuff too. A lot like Utah right here. So we're headed to Denver, and I think we're gonna be getting, as we get higher, we're gonna get more snow and worse roads. Good grief. But look, this is a beautiful area. Wow. This also looks a lot like Idaho in some parts of Idaho. Southern Idaho, Salmon area. Also really cool. I'm liking it. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get home, take some time now to do real research on all these areas I've driven through. I've seen all these areas on the map. Some of them I've been to before, like Southern Idaho, but I really like this river. I've not been able to go to really get a feel for what is out here until you drive through it. I mean, that's also my recommendation for buying property. So I'm gonna get this targeted in on a zone or two that I really like now that I've driven through it. Then I'm going to look at prices. Then I'm going to look at, you know, some other factors for land. But then I gotta also think about what's the purpose I want to do with that land. Is it just going to be a cabin in the woods I go to every June and July? Is it going to be I want to live out there permanently or most of the year and just live? How do I make money doing that? You know, there are ways. Do I want to make it into an Airbnb off-grid cool little cabin that I can rent out during the summer and maybe even winter with all the skiing up there? Or a combination of all that, you know? Ooh, I like these hills though. This is the true mountains. I just really love the true mountains. And I know why. I mean, I've been in Florida so long, there's not a pile of dirt, you know what I mean? There's not anything like this, of course. Anything at all. So nice to be on some elevation, to see the snow, to see real clean, clear rivers, you know, coming out of the ice. And a lot of this part of the country is this way. Now that I've driven through Montana, of course I haven't driven through every bit of it, but Montana, almost all the way down to Utah. Really, all the way to Utah is pretty amazing. Utah is amazing. I didn't go to the best parts of Utah. I was kind of in a area. Duchesne was kind of would be a cool hub to have land there, to drive out to places like this. But I think the closer I am to this, the happier I am. This is amazing. And the style of the people's lives here and the people, you know, they're all outdoors people. They're all very similar, a lot of them, to what I like to do. Hiking and hunting and camping and exploring, just getting back into nature. That's the whole goal. You know, there are some beautiful places in the South as well. But for me, they're not nearly this. I mean, West Virginia is gorgeous, but it ain't this. So, and you know, everybody's got their preference. I certainly have mine, and here it is. This and Montana still is just number one. This looks like around number two. I bet Denver's gonna be number two, because this is getting cool. All right, coming out of Colorado, we just crossed into New Mexico. I pretty much drove through Colorado in the dark, so I didn't see a lot of it. I saw some fairly nice stuff this morning, but wasn't too impressed compared to other places. There's some stuff in that bottom corner that's nice. It starts turning into this. This is what I love about New Mexico, this part of New Mexico. I don't know what mountain range that is, but I'm looking forward to finding out. So I'm headed a little bit out of the way. I could go straight over to Amarillo, but I want to I haven't ever seen this part of New Mexico, and I want to see it. I do love New Mexico. It is a cool, just very western place, man. It is the Wild West. And the southern part of it I don't like so much. It's all desert. Up in here is nice. And the Gila, of course, is one of my favorite places in the world. So I've always looked at land up here as well. So let's go check it out. Headed toward Taos, Angel Fire. We're gonna go a little bit off route. Excuse me, just to see what it is. Might as well while we're here, right? Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. You all right? Warming yourself? What's up? I know you can hear me.